Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to cover all of the features of the Rapid on the Go tablet by Rapid Apps. This video is going to be broken down into two parts. The first part being the tablet's features, the second being how Pump Magic communicates with the tablets. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to install Rapid on the Go on your cell phone. If this part does not pertain to you, please skip ahead to the time shown on the screen now. So to begin, the first thing you want to do is click on the Play Store or the Google Store on your phone. Once you have that open, in the search at the top, just type in Rapid Apps, one word, and then search. You'll find this Rapid on the Go app right here, the dark gray. Click on that and then select Install. Okay, so now that you've successfully installed the Rapid on the Go app, click on it to open it up. And the first thing you're going to see is the login screen. This information you will get either from a Rapid Apps employee or an employee from your own office. So I'm going to enter in my information and then log in. Notice down here at the bottom you have the English and Spanish. And then you can also check this Remember Me checkbox to remember your settings up above. So I'm going to sign in now. So when you first log in, you have these 6 buttons here: Jobs, Messages, Clock In, DOT, HOS, Call Office, and Back to Base. Take note that Call Office only works if you're using an Android phone. It will not work with the tablets. And then we also have this Clock In feature. If you click on it, it's going to ask you if you want to clock in. You can say yes, and notice the light, the green light, in the upper right hand corner. If you want to clock out, just simply click on it again and say yes. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to get into is the jobs. If I click on jobs, you'll notice that there is no pending jobs. There's currently no pending jobs. I scheduled this job over here in Pump Magic, as you can see. So to send a job to an operator's tablet, you first have to book him under the crew, and then select the booked and notified. Once that is done, you save and close, and the job will show up on the tablet. Click on the job to open it up, and once you've opened the job, you'll notice there's 4 tabs: Job Info, Status, Times, and Ticket. We'll get into those a little bit later. Notice these 3 buttons here: Route, Message, and Capture. If you click on the orange Route button, it's going to open up Google Maps and route you to the job site. The next button is the Message button. If you click on the gray Message button, you can type in a message and send it to the office. The last button is the Capture button. If you click on the blue Capture button, the camera is going to open up and you can take a picture. Once you've taken a picture, you can save and attach it, and it's going to save to the actual job site in Pump Magic. You can see our image here now, and you can view the gallery simply by clicking on the white box to the right of the Capture button. The last thing to note on here is this pin just above the Message button. It has a red question mark on it right now, meaning that it's not verified. If you click on it, it's going to ask you if you want to verify the current job site address. I'm going to say yes and verify, and then yes for my current location. We just verified this address here now, 9537 Grandview Avenue. This verification will be used for operators in the future when they need to route back to this job site. Okay, now let's dive into these 4 different tabs. The Job Info tab, the operator has all of his normal job information that he would normally have on his job ticket. All of his times, his truck, customer information, etc. So let's begin. Once the operator has his job, he's going to come over to the status and select the Acknowledge button, acknowledging that he received the job. The next status is going to be En route. So I'm going to select En route now and hit yes. And the following status will be on job. So we'll select on job and yes. Notice if I go over to the times tab, the left yard and arrived at times have already been filled in for me based off of the statuses. So we don't have to worry about the statuses for now. We'll come back to them. Now we'll be dealing with the times. So we can put in what time we are ready at, and then we can have the contractor sign the pre-job signature, select the checkbox, and then sign. We can also enter in the started at time and the finish time, following with the post-job signature. Check the box again, sign, and the operator can now enter in an email address where he can receive his mobile job ticket. Select done. And the last thing that the operator needs to do is fill out his ticket. Okay, so once the ticket is filled out, it should look something like this. All of the information is filled in, and you can also add additional line items by clicking Add New, and you could choose something like Primer. Okay, so before we save the ticket, we're going to come back over here to the status and finish these job statuses. We can choose Returning, and finally back at base. Okay, so now all of the times are filled in, as you can see. And then on the ticket, we can hit Save. Okay, for the second part, once the operator has saved his job, you can open up the same job in Pump Magic and come down to the invoice information down at the bottom. And you'll be able to see that all of the ticket information is automatically filled out for you. So you can check this and then continue on with your pricing. Once you've confirmed that this information is correct, it's very important to make sure that you accept and save and close. What this will do is take the job out of ticketing, and it is now in the completed tab. So the operators will be able to see all of their completed jobs, and they won't be able to make any more changes to them. They can also view different date ranges and see their total hours down at the bottom right. Okay, so continuing, another thing that you can do is you can print the filled job ticket. So if you double click to open up a job, we have now added this drop down arrow. If you click on the drop down arrow, you have an option for print filled job ticket. If you click on this, it's going to open up the job ticket, which is going to have all of the information that the operator entered, as well as the pre and post job signatures. You can also view the job site images in Pump Magic by opening up a job, then clicking on the job site gallery down at the bottom. Here you can see our picture that we took. From here you can also upload or delete pictures, and you can do the same from the tablet side as well, upload and delete pictures. It works both ways. The next thing we're going to show you how to do is send messages to the tablet. If you select Company and then Go Messaging, you'll get this window here. We can select Send New in the top left, and then add the operator that we want to send a message. I'm going to send myself a message since I'm the one logged in. And here we can choose any contact. It doesn't matter even if it's an email. We can also choose different priorities for this message. For this message, I'm going to choose Urgent, which is going to cause the tablet to ring with a siren and also light up with different colored lights. Okay, now that I've entered in my message, notice down here at the bottom how we have these canned responses. This means that I can indicate for the operator certain response buttons that only he can choose. He will not be able to type back to me. He will only be able to choose these two button options, yes or no. So I'm going to send this message now. Okay, so now we've received our message. On the tablet over here, you can see that there's a 1 indicating that there's one pending message. If I click on it, you can see our new message here, the urgent message, and you'll be able to see the message and the button responses here. The next thing we're going to show you is how to verify job site locations. If you double click and open up a job and click on the job site map down at the bottom, you can verify and move around this job site location. So I can drag and drop this pin to a new location and then verify it. This address verification is now going to be used for all future operators that route using a tablet to the job site. You can also view the tablet's trip map logs. So if I click on Tools and go to Go Tab Units and Trip Logs, it's going to open up a list of all of my units. I'm going to select this unit, choose the date that I want, and you'll be able to see the route that the tablet took with this gray line here. We can also do a play-by-play if we click this button up at the top and see exactly the route that the tablet took. While it's playing, you can also see the time, the battery life, and the speed at which the tablet was traveling. And lastly, you can view all of your tablets on a map simply by selecting the Tools and then Locations Map Overview. This is going to pull up a map with all of your tablets. It's important to make sure that you have this checkbox over here unchecked. You can also double click on the tablets from here to open up the trip log. Alright, well that about wraps up this video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.